Hello, welcome back to another video on the many habits of successful me. This one, no doubt, is also important. Be able to adapt, okay? For a lot of people, the most difficult thing is change what you're doing, especially when things are not working. It seems natural for all of us. When something is not working, we would change up, switch things around, find different ways, but that's not how most of us, if not all of us, think, right? We tend to try to force things because we think that will work, okay? And I see this happen all the time. I'm guilty of that as well, but over time I learned that, you know, the old saying, the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, right? So for me, I have started a few business and many of them have failed for many different reasons. But I learned quickly after the first few failures that I need to learn from my mistakes. I need to learn on what is not working in order to not make the same mistake, because most entrepreneurs that I know went through the stage where they try many different things, and you don't want to make the same mistake over and over again, because that is just a disaster, a waste of time. Better off to try something new, okay? And for me, be able to adapt is key in success, in life, in marriage, and in business. It is in all aspects of life. Is there are many things that I am very rigid about, okay, such as being a stickler on being on time. Yes, that I won't change. But there are many things where I am willing and able to change up if needed. I can tell you a story of adaptation from a good friend of mine in town. I have a good friend that was a golf instructor. That was his training. And a few years ago, he approached me on wanting to start a food truck because he knows that I love to cook, and I talk about potentially someday maybe do a food truck. But about 4 years ago, he approached me and I said, you know, I like to cook. I can cook. Does not mean I know or want to run a food truck. Sure, it's coffee table talk, but he was serious. And kudos to him, he went out there and did everything on his own, as far as bought an used truck, watched YouTube videos, learned to modify the truck to make it into a food truck. He has never cooked, but bless him, his wife loved to cook. So as a team, they worked out great because he was very handy with his hand. His wife was very good and have a passion for cooking. And at first, the food truck, the first 3 months struggle, I tried to help him out, right? I tried to give him ideas on what he can do. At first, he was very rigid. He only wanted to work from 11 until 8 p.m. Okay, that was his hours. He does not want to work before or after. Secondly, location was very difficult to find. That's key to any food truck, right? Location matters. And that part I could not help him, because in this town here at that time, there was strict rule against food truck being an X amount of distance from any restaurant. So it's very hard for him to find location. He ended up parking at a church parking lot, and then at the gas station. So that was 2 locations that he was able to find, but that was still not good. Okay, now as far as the rest of the business, I was able to at least assist him as far as help him price, help him create a business model that can be profitable as far as what he needs to sell something for in order to turn a profit, how many bowls of Korean barbecue with rice he need to sell. It's a Korean food truck, and he struggled, but he took the advice I gave him that he need to adapt, he need to be willing to change. What he wanted 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. is not gonna work. I told him it's not gonna work. Plus, he did not want to work weekends. The man knew nothing about the restaurant business, and I told him that's where the bulk of the money are. Friday, Saturday. If you're not willing to work Saturday or Sunday, I can understand, but Saturday, that's key. You cannot refuse or do not want to work on Saturday because that's your day off when you were a golf instructor or whatever his prior career was, right? And to my surprise, he was able to take my advice, on top of figure out that there are locations in town that could be a hot spot. There are 2 breweries, microbreweries in this town that serve craft beer, but neither one of them have a kitchen. I think they serve peanuts and pretzel on the counter with 25 different beer choices. So he was able to approach them and said, hey, you have no food here. What if I park my truck in your big parking lot on Saturday or Friday night or any night of the week? I can give you a little discount for your staff for some food, but it might be a situation where it will help both of us. You can have more customer come here, stay longer, to drink more beer because now there are food. Wow, I can't be any prouder of him to do that, because he went from struggling to exploding overnight. Instead of working 6 days a week, he worked literally 4 days a week and make 3-4 times more money. It was a dream come true for him. It was an insane success for him after the first 4 or 5 months of struggle. Part of that was he was willing and able to work his hour until 2 a.m. in the morning, because that's where the bar closes. The people were drinking all the way to 1 or 2 o'clock, and he constantly sold out of food before 1 a.m. and he keep increasing the supplies, cook more food. His wife keep running, having food run from the house to the food truck to replenish the supplies. Amazing success. Cannot be any prouder of him. But that's an example of the key to success for him and for many people. You know, you have to be able to adapt when things are not working. You cannot keep banging your head against the wall and thinking that everything that you're doing is correct and everybody else is wrong. That's not how it's gonna work. Okay, you have to look around, see what's going on, willing to take advice. Okay, willing to take advice from other people and try. There is nothing wrong with give something a try, change things up to make things work. So yeah, that's one of the very important key for success for me and many other entrepreneurs or other people that want to work for other people. Okay, it's like I said, to be successful is not about being an entrepreneur. It's about being good at what you do at work. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.